Welcome back in. It is that time of year when a lot of us are shopping a lot and we spend a lot of that time online. It is also the time of year when scammers are looking to take advantage. This afternoon we have Dino Dai Zovi, the head of security at Cash App, with us to go over some things we can do to avoid being scammed. Thanks, Dino, for joining us. Do these online scams increase during the holidays when these scammers know we're going to be spending a lot of money?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, unfortunately, these scams do increase during the holidays, and they've become a standard practice. And the main reason is that more of us are doing more of our shopping online. And so scammers know that's a thing they can take advantage of. With everything from last-minute sales to Cyber Monday deals, free shipping, and even things like online donations, these are all things that scammers can try and take advantage of to get your attention and to try and take advantage of you. And this has become increasingly common. In fact, a recent report from the AARP Fraud Watch Network found that over three-fourths of U.S. consumers have fallen victim or been exposed to one or more of these scams directly tied to the holiday season.
I want to ask you, it seems like these scammers are always evolving in their tricks and their ploys and the way they try to scam us. Do you see anything emerging or new in the way that they're scamming?
There are some emerging trends, and the one thing I'd highlight this year is to watch out for the pay up front scams. That's where someone, usually from an unverified social media account, is claiming to have the number one thing that everyone's trying to get. And in order for you to get it, you have to pay them in advance to reserve your spot, and you usually have to do it in a hurry. But the thing is, you'll send them your money and you won't get anything in return. And so the thing to remember here is to make sure to keep your eye out for scam alerts in your payment app, like Cash App, and always only send the money after you've received the item.
I want to talk about the most common scams that we should be aware of, not just during the holidays, but really all year long. Dino, talk about those, the common scams.
The most common scams that we see all year round are, first one is fake giveaways. This is also usually an unverified social media account claiming to give away free money. The second is the other app downloads, where they're asking you to download another app. And the third one's really tricky. That's the accidental payments. That's where someone you don't know will send you a payment, and then they'll send you a request for the same amount saying, oops, I sent the money to the wrong person. Can you send me this back? But the thing is, that first payment was made with stolen funds. And so then when the legit owner reports it, that payment is going to be reversed, and you're going to be out the money that you sent to the scammer.
Yeah, I've heard of that one happening. This is something that I find interesting. We always talk about scams that target elderly people. We think that the baby boomers are the ones that fall victim to these scams, but actually Gen Z is 3 times more likely to be a victim than a baby boomer. Why do you think that is?
It's surprising but true, and it really comes down to the fact that Gen Z is spending more of their time online and are more used to the instant gratification they get with everything online. And scammers have learned to take advantage of that. One of the ways they do that is what's called the cash flip scam. And that's where they say, hey, send me $10, I'll send you $20 back. But you send them any money, they're not going to get anything back. And that's just one way that scammers have adapted to changing generational expectations online.
Yeah, that makes sense. So get right down to it. What are some tips that we can use to protect ourselves from fraud, from holiday scams? I would assume, right, using a credit card may be more beneficial than using a debit card?
There are a few things where credit cards are better because you can dispute the transaction, but you can also do that with debit cards. A few things that I'd highlight are, one, for your payment accounts, make sure to always set the PIN and Face ID in the app. That's a second layer of defense. So if someone has temporary access to your account or to your device, they're not going to be able to use that to pay themselves. Another one is to take a look at the passwords that you use for the email accounts that are associated with these payment accounts. Make sure those are passwords that you've never used anywhere else online. Because what happens is those passwords get exposed in a data breach, and fraudsters can use that to take over your email account and then use that to take over your payment account. Another one I'd highlight is that when you get a verification code, like a one-time login code, never share that with anybody. Cash App, for instance, will never ask for that code. And if you use something like the Cash App card, make sure to turn on card lock and real-time transaction notifications so that you can prevent any unauthorized use of their card. overall, the thing to remember for scams is that if it sounds too good to be true, or if it's weird offline, it's also too good to be true online.
All right, Dino, thanks so much. We appreciate all the information that you gave us today to help protect ourselves. Thank you, Dino, and to Cash App.